Welcome to the third video of Selenium IDE automation series. In this video, I will take us through our first Selenium IDE automation test. To begin with, we would select our extension. We'll create a new project and I'll name this test series. Okay. Before we start, I would run us through the interface of our extension. So I mentioned this in the last video, the test suite, and executing. So moving on from there, we can rename our test case here. So we can give it test sample 01. Okay, so this button helps us to run all our test cases. So if you have test sample 01, 02, 03, on click of this button, it will run each of them. While this run current test would only run the selected tests case. And this button, step over current command, would help you run through your steps that you have here, one after the other. And this is used to adjust the speed of your test execution, the speed of your text execution. Moving to the right of the app, to create a new project, to open an already saved project, and this is to save. So we can proceed to save this. You can just name this the test series save. Okay, we've saved that, and you can also add breakpoints to your steps with this button. You can pause on exceptions, and this is used to record. I'll walk us through the editor. So each of our steps will be highlighted here, and for each step, the command we used will be written here. Our target will be here. The value for cases where we input, say, username, or we have to type in some data, the value will be here, and this description is used to rename each of the steps to what we understand. And for the log, when you run your test steps, each of them that passed, some that failed, will be recorded here. And for this reference option, you would see the reference to any command that is selected. So we can have open. So you see, opens the URL and wait for the page to load before proceeding. This accepts both relative. You can have click. So you can see what that does in this reference tab. Moving on, I would proceed to delete this. Okay, so we have a fresh list of steps. So you can either run your record by clicking this button, this icon, or inserting your base URL here. So I would insert this URL. So that's our base URL, and having this here, we won't be prompted to insert this again. Record. So on click of record, it will open a new instance of your browser, and in my case, Edge. So I will perform login and logout function in this walkthrough. So the login, we have it standard user. You can see it has updated in the list of steps. Then I'll input my password, secret source, and I'll proceed to login. So upon logging in, we have this page. I can click on this hamburger and select logout. Alright, and I'll move down here to stop the recording. So what I've done basically is to open this URL. The IDE sets the window size, which I can choose to change. Then I click on this element. You can see the type of target locator used is CSS. Then I typed in the user. You can see it's the command here is type, the target is selected here, and the value is written here. So to know where your step is interacting with, you can select this select target page. So you see, for the username, time I search, it will show me where this is imputed. Let me select where I type in my password, and I select this search. It will show me where I inserted that password. And let me see where I clicked on login. So this is it. So I did not insert any value here, so I only have my command click and the target CSS data test login button. So when I search this, it will show me the button that was selected. So after this is done, I can just go ahead and run my current test. So you can see it has imputed the username, the password, click login, click the hamburger, and it has logged out. So we have that all of that step in my log. Test sample 01 completed successfully. So back to my first test case. My first step or test case, we can rename it with this description and say access landing page. Then this click is not very important. The most important thing is to type in my username, right? So upon typing in my username, I can say enter username. So I don't need to click this. I can just rename this and say enter password. Then rename this to click login. Click burger and click logout. You can also write this in form of standard way of writing test cases where you say ensure user clicks logout. Okay, this does not change anything. So let me clear my log, and I would run through each of these again. So like I said, renaming them does not change anything, and I have some idle steps here. This click is not necessarily needed. I can just go ahead and delete. This click too is not needed. I can go ahead and delete. Okay, this is mandatory, this is mandatory, and this is mandatory. Okay, so let's have another rerun. Let me clear the log. So you see everything went as expected. So if I have a whole number of steps here and I just want to like see the progress one by one, that's where this step over current command comes in. Or maybe you are presenting to your stakeholder, you click the step over, it has launched the page, then you click it again, it has resized, you click again, it has entered the username, you click again, it has entered your password, you click again, it has clicked on the login button. So this click hamburger should help us click that button. So you click on step over, it has clicked on hamburger. And what do we intend to do with this last use case? We intend to click on logout. So let me step over to that, and that has been done. So this is basically how you can run your steps. So this is a brief overview of how you can run your automation test with Selenium IDE. In the next video, I would explain each of the command we have and various ways to carry out our automation scripting. So see you in video 4.